Kidderminster Tales. The cul-de-sac housed old folks' bungalows in the shape of a noose, with two semi-detached, two-story, four-bedroomed houses acting as a slipknot on either side, council dwellings all. Built at a time when councils and government cared, and it was an unwritten rule that the folk living in the double-deckers kept an eye on the old folk, which was a rule religiously adhered to, unlike the no games by order. Written rule planted on the grassy island at the cul-de-sac center, used daily as target practice, a coat hanger and goalpost. Old folk, by their very nature, died a lot. Or at least a lot died. But before that, most got sick. And when they did, everyone rallied round. Chores like cooking, washing, fire lighting, cleaning inside and out got shared out like sarnies at a family picnic. And when one of them eventually died, the whole cul-de-sac went into mourning, with curtains closed and all games suspended. The corpse, more often than not, got laid out, washed, dressed, and even treated to a little powder and rouge by one or two local women, who earned nothing for their labors but respect, which didn't come cheap in those days, and not at all from the kids, who cast shadows from a spluttering gas lamp standing sentinel at its center, sand moth-infested gas lamp whispering,
"They've seen the body."
Yeah, they strip it naked and put it in a nightdress and put pennies over its eyes and cut its toenails.
What about the fingernails?
They leave them, and they keep on growing forever.
When they found Tutankhamun, his fingernails were 3 feet 6 inches long.
Who the fuck's Tinkerman can?
An Egyptian's mummy, dickhead.
I know that you prat. I was pulling your plonker.
Oh yeah, tell us then.
Gone! Sod off! Errand boy was kept busy running errands for the deceased relatives and delivering notes, which meant he had the inside track on what killed Cock Sparrow and when the funeral was to be.
She had water on her lungs.
She drowned then.
What?
Donald Snotter, feeling he ought to contribute.
She drowned.
That's what water on the lungs does. It drowns you. She must have fallen in the bath.
My mom said it was pneumonia.
Silence. The air crackled with the newly found respect.
What's pneumonia?
Wigsy didn't know that, but respect had gone to his head, so he made it up, giving his brain time to kick in by taking a deep breath. It's when your waterworks pack up. Yeah, she used to say she had trouble with waterworks.
Yeah, the piss used to stream down into her legs.
The gang readily believed this because her legs were the size of tree trunks wrapped in bandages.
She had nurses once a week to empty them.
How come it got into her lungs then? How come it got into her lungs then? How come it got into her lungs then? What? Pat the Owl's dad ran off with an Avon lady whose parents, he said, died in a seaplane crash over the Andes, and left her with a trust fund, a big house in Balham, which was the poshest part of London, richer than Mayfair, Pat the Owl said. But whatever the truth was, his stepmom sent him shitloads of money every month, out of guilt, according to his grandma. But any which way it paid St. Matilda's fee, paying school fees, and kept him in fags. His private education meant he found out stuff way ahead of the rest of the gang. And along with an endless supply of tobacco, it bought him a lot of leeway when it came to spinning bullshit stories. Yeah, Archimedes of Eureka's fame, a Yank from Manitoba, he discovered how when you jump in the bath, it makes the water rise up.
Up where?
Up your arse, stupid. That's what makes you fart.
I never knew that. Ruddy hell. Don't it stink when the bubble bursts?
Up higher, you prat.
What's that got to do with it?
She must have sat down on the bed too quick and forced all the water up out of her legs and back into her lungs. They found her in the outside lavatory.
Yeah? Deadly. Those outside lavy seats.